Jeffrey Ross, Dave Attell here on the
This
Rich
is
Eisen
fun,
Show.
Rich.
When did you first meet each other? How long ago you guys go
Let's
back?
see,
man.
somewhere. Let's see, it was somewhere in between Grenada and probably in the '90s. You know, like I've been doing comedy longer than him, but
Not much longer, a couple of years.
a couple of years longer. But the cool of it is like, especially back east, is that when the comics are all in town, we all want to hang out, and like they're very cool. Like like if I was on stage, I'd bring Jeff up, and then we started riffing and stuff like that. And like you know comedy really well, and I assume the audience gets it. That
Yes,
like
they do.
There's your material, and then there's the riffing, and there's crowd work, and all those different things. So what's cool is that Jeff can do all three, and when we mesh it together, it becomes like its own entity. It becomes like its own thing, and I think that's what you get to see in the bumping mic thing. And the real tip of the hat goes to the director, Andrew, who just really captured both on and off the stage stuff that we do.
Did you see The Jinx on HBO?
Yeah, I was about to say that name sounds familiar.
He directed The Jinx on HBO.
So it's you two guys in a serial murder who's been lurking unaccounted for
We
a
murder
quarter
the
century,
audience every
decades?
night. We murder the audience every night. But to answer your original question, Dave and I met Dave was hosting the open mics when I was just starting.
Yes.
He was already the best comic in the open mic scene, and I said, that's the guy. When he makes it, we're all going to make it.
That's where you guys first met
Yep.
like that?
Thank you for the emptiest of compliments. When he makes it.
Well, you
We're
were
all
like the
gonna
first
make
time
it.
I was in the open mic muck, and then I was like, that is a gem right there. That's the guy from our class that'll be big.
The comics are too good to me. I don't see any of this like a lot of comics come up to me, especially in LA, the younger guys, they're like,
Right.
whoa, dude, I grew up watching you like on the Insomniac show and the stand-up and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I feel like I'm always like at the same thing. I'm like trying to think of the next joke. I'm trying to think of the next bit. And like that never ends no matter how far along you get. And especially in LA, where you see like Joe Rogan and Ali Wong, they go out every night and they're working on their material too. It's like really like the crowds here are really, really lucky. They get to see great comics, pretty much work on new material. And that's pretty exciting, And when Jeff and I come by, we never know what's going to happen either. And I think, for every miss, there's like 2 hits. So that's cool, If we were a team, I don't know about that, but...
I feel like it's not even a show what we do, Rich. It's like a party on stage.
Yeah.
We'll have celebrities, but we'll also have our friends, comics that aren't famous, comics that are wildly famous,
Right.
all sort of mixed into one show.
Yeah, tell some of the people that were on our thing.
Yeah, come on, Jeff, drop some names.
All right. We had Paul Rudd. Michael,
coolest.
The coolest. He got wasted on our show.
But
He was
even
hilarious.
that's how great Paul Rudd is. Even him, he's charming to begin with. But even like 10 tequila shots in, he's more charming. Can you imagine?
No, I can't imagine.
I can't believe.
Well,
it.
with him, you can, because, he doesn't age.
He's like riding a unicorn bareback. I mean, it's just better.
Yeah, one of the best jokes.
By the way, I'm trying to
Imagine it.
Yeah, I'm trying to walk through the visual right here.
I know. I thought I captured it.
And I think I'm kind of realizing what you're talking about. So Rudd is
Paul's just there
Right.
with his wife and friends
Yes.
at the show, and then stays for the late show.
okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, hey, Paul Rudd's here. Do you want to come on stage? And next thing you know, we have a 2-minute blast with him.
Jeff knows everybody. He really is
I'm
like
telling you, I met Jeff Ross.
2001. I heard.
It's a true story.
Let's take a look back at that.
No, we don't have a clip.
Sorry.
We don't
Go
have a
ahead.
clip.
No, what happened?
I'm
Tell
glad
me.
There was no camera on the streets of New York.
Oh, you guys just met like a random.
Yes, at a party. I think it was our mutual friend John Mosley. I think it was his birthday party. And I walked up to you. You had no idea who the hell I was, which is it's okay, Jeff.
I recognized you. You were like at the end of Sports Center. You'd be like the guy waving.
That guy, correct. And I walked up to you and I said that the B. Arthur joke that you told at the Jerry Stiller roast is
Right.
the most amazing joke of all time.
Thank you.
And then that's what you said. And then you asked me if I had a tuxedo. And I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah,
all
what is
about?
that, code?
It was a little strange, but then you immediately followed up, say that you were having a roast
Next
for
thing you know, you're wearing a mask. You're at some weird party.
As a kid. Yes, exactly. It was,
Eyes
it was very
wide
Pulp
shut.
Fiction. Yes, like exactly.
Now,
And
this
so,
is an important moment in our friendship because it was right after.
9/11,
Yeah.
and you said we're doing a roast for Hugh Hefner. Do you want to come?
Right.
And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
1,000%. So lo and behold, a few days later, I'm in a tux at the very, very end of the dais. next to Frankie Malcolm in the Middle Muniz and the amazing Kreskin. Was at the very last. I was in the second to last seat right there. It was really one of the most amazing nights, and that's when we've been friends ever since.
We raised a lot of money for the Twin Tower Fund that night, so shout out
it was an amazing
to Hugh
night.
Hefner wherever you are for going through with that show.
It was an amazing night.
We're doing the benefit coming up this week.
Yeah, that's right.
What
Tomorrow
benefit?
night, we're doing something at the Fonda Theater for the firefighters who fought the wildfires here in
Good
California.
for you guys.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.